Fables of La Fontaine. The Wolf and the Starved Dog. Once on a time, a little carp to man preached all in vain. They put him in the pan. And I repeat, 'tis foolish to let slip the glass that's full and halfway to the lip, in hopes of better wine. The fish was wrong, the fisherman was right, his reason strong. One speaks out boldly when a life's to save. It needs some eloquence King Death to wave. But still I hold I'm right and don't demur, if from my former text I do not stir. A wolf, less wise than our good fisherman, meeting a dog outside the village, ran to bear him off. The poor dog pleaded hard that he was thin and not worth his regard. My lord, I shall not please you, that is pat. Wait till the marriage. I shall then grow fat and quite myself when master's daughters wed. The wolf believed all that the terrier said. The day expired, he came with faith to see if good had come from this festivity. To wolf without, the dog spoke through the gate. Friend, I am coming, if you'll only wait. The porter of our lodge is coming too. We'll soon be ready, sir, to wait on you. The porter was a mastiff, you must know, ready to crunch up wolves, and at one blow. The collar paused. Your servant I remain, he said, and ran and sought the wood again. Swift, but not clever, the remark was made. This wolf was not a master of his trade. Well, there you have it. What's all this about? Well, this is basically the story of the Billy Goat's Gruff. Billy Goat's Gruff. There's a troll under the bridge. Little kid goat skips across, clippity-clack, clickety-clack. Troll jumps up on the bridge and says, I'm going to eat you. Little Billy Goat says, oh, don't eat me. Wait, my brother's coming. He's bigger and fatter. I'm skin and bones. I'm not even a meal. He's right behind me. Just let me go. And Troll says, yeah, sure. Kid goes off. Clop, 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 clop. Another goat shows up. Troll jumps up. I'm going to eat you. And, hey, wait, what are you talking about? Wait for my brother. I'm, just a medium-sized goat. What do you want me for? There's a bigger goat on the way. Troll, greedy. Yeah, okay, I'll wait for the... Okay, sounds good. He lets him go. Next thing, bong, 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 bong. Troll jumps up. I'm going to eat you. Billy Goat goes, what? Bang! Smacks him, knocks him over the bridge, breaks his neck. Into the troll. Bigger, stronger, faster, all that jazz. Anyway, this story is quite similar. Starts off talking about a fish that was caught by the fisherman, and he pleaded for his life, and the fisherman said no, put him in the pan, fried him up. End of fish. But there's a wolf, catches a little dog outside the village, got him in his jaws, he's running, hey, let me go, I'm skin and bones, but wedding feast is coming, they're gonna plump me up, come back when I'm fat, and I'll happily jump back in your jaws, and then you can really enjoy me at my best. The wolf says, yeah, all right, takes off, comes back, wedding's over, hey, come out, I'm starving, and, we made a deal. Yeah, I'll be right there. Just gotta get the porter, who happened to be a wolf-killing mastiff. So the wolf runs away. So basically, that's the tale. A bird in a hand is worth two in the bush. So, generally speaking, if you have something that's pretty good. You might want to cherish it and, take care of it and whatever. If you're always holding out for something better, well, maybe it's not coming. Maybe if it comes, it's not going to want the situation. Maybe things are going to turn south. Who knows? This kind of reminds me of the famous study out of, I believe it was Stanford University, the famous marshmallow experiment. Quite different, but these children were given a marshmallow and the experimenter said, if you don't eat this marshmallow, oh, you have a choice. You can eat this marshmallow now, but if you don't and wait, I'll come back in 15 minutes or so with a second marshmallow and you can have two. So they watched the kids, and most of the kids, 90% I believe, ate the marshmallow before the experimenter came back. And the 10% or so that didn't, they were able to delay their gratification and they got two marshmallows. And then they tracked these kids throughout their lives and found out that kids who were able to hold out for the better deal became more successful by far. The 10% were way more successful later in life than the 90% that ate the marshmallows. So all the earnings, I believe, I could have this wrong, but I believe the total combined earnings of the 90% were less than the total combined earnings of the 10%. But like I said, this is a little different because the children, I believe, felt they could trust the experimenter. It wasn't a matter of trust. It was more a matter of, trust was given. It was a given. They understood that this deal was going to happen. Whereas the wolf and the billy goat and the fish, they didn't expect anything. But whatever. There's also a famous story out of India, I believe, where a crocodile gets caught in a net and has some sort of animal in his mouth. I'm not sure what, a monkey, I believe. And anyway, they say, oh, we'll let you out of the net or something of that matter. I'll tell that story another time. I can't really remember the details presently, but anyway, it's different than the Stanford marshmallow experiment in that sense. So basically, if you have something, you might want to keep it. Unfortunately, this situation is very common in relationships where there's a concept known as hypergamy, where a woman believes that she can always do better than the man who she's with. And she may have a perfectly good relationship with a perfectly good man, but is always looking for a better deal. This doesn't sit well with the man she's with. She ends up spoiling the relationship that she could have had and been quite happy, always pining for a better man who never comes. And then they're alone. And before they're alone, a lot of times they go running back to the first man after trying to find a better man. Oh, now, yeah, I'll come back. And he's like, a lot of times they take the girl back and the same thing happens. And a lot of times the guy says, no, I wasn't good enough for you. That's too bad. So understand what you have. Be satisfied. Nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And, you may not want to wait for a better deal. You might want to realize that 80% is good enough, or what you have is actually pretty good. know your value, know the value of the person you're with, know the value of what you have. And sometimes it works out. Unfortunately, for the rest that it doesn't work out for, when we learn that it worked out for somebody, often the question that comes is, oh, well, if it worked out for that person, wouldn't it work out for me as well? But that person was probably very lucky. Some people win the lottery. Most people, by far, never would. Anyway, food for thought. If you have anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to comment on, down below, please. Till next time, goodbye. But also, before I go, if you have a pretty bad situation, better to leave it. You shouldn't, you know what I mean. Anyway, goodbye.